People still asking me, hey, Whale, what do you think about those 3D printed mice by PMM? I will tell you now, guys. Let's go. So PMM is basically a guy I found on Twitter at some point on my way of getting engaged and getting a feeling for the whole market of gaming mice. And basically what this guy from Germany is doing is he is trying to, or he tries to give you the chance to play an old popular shape, or a shape which is not produced anymore, out of stock, but is still very popular because out of how long it was produced, how many people it played, and how famous it was. He wants to just enable you to play this shape wireless by a 3D printed honeycomb model with very good Logitech technology. That's basically what this guy is doing. And I can tell you he's doing a good work. He's doing basically everything possible, he's doing everything good what he is able to influence. Let me say it this way: if he can optimize something, he optimizes it already. He optimized the weight, the shell, the way he's producing it. He uses a very expensive 3D printer. He uses very good material to produce the mouse. So in general, the feeling of the plastic is very, very good. It's rough. It's very stiff. The bottom plate is not flexing. And this guy basically produces the mouse you've dreamed of. Maybe a Viper Mini wireless or a XM1 wireless. He's producing already. Basically lighter than the main mice is, or the main mouse is. So this XM1 wireless only weighs 54 grams with this with a full battery inside with a dock. The dock I'm talking about looks like this. It's like a battery charging dock he invented to dock on the battery which is inside to charge it, which is also not that light. And if you, for example, would remove this out of this XM1 wireless and would go over to the other battery solution he's offering, you would go, for example, below 50 grams on an XM1 clone, which is wireless with Logitech technology. He's also showing you the PCB of the Logitech he's using. He uses a Hero 15 version, as much as I know. And the way he's doing it, he buys a complete mice from Logitech, disassembles them, changes all the switches inside to KL 4.0 reds. Main and side buttons are all red KL switches. Then he begins to fit the PCB for the 3D printed model you're choosing. So he makes everything possible and working, and installs the mouse wheel you will need just to have everything right, and everything is at the right position to fit into the 3D model you have chosen. And then he assembles it for you and gives you another big advantage besides the weight: the new MJF plastic, which is lighter and stiffer than the other material you used before, which is not as stiff as the main mouse or the mouse the shape is influenced in, or the name giver, but basically gives you another option, which is that you, for example, can adjust the tension way or the travel distance of your click. Here he shows with a screwdriver down here, close to the glides, you can just adjust the height or way how the click feels and how long it is, so the tension. It's very good made, it's very useful, it's an awesome idea, and I love it to have it here even on mice which are not up to date anymore. For example, on an old EC2, on a G703, on a G502 Ultralight, for example. You know, it's like I know a lot of people still like the G502, but this guy brings it to the next level and makes this below 60 gram wireless, good looking, good shape. And it's nice for a lot of people. Huh? This is also not a normal review now for you. This is more, I will tell you about my experience and what I see and what I feel when I have this mouse in hands compared to the Starlight. Because this is a Starlight clone and this is a real Starlight, a modded one. And we just not compare them, or I will not make you a standard review. I will just tell you what I feel when I touch it and how it is for me, to maybe give you a feeling or to give you an idea of if you maybe want to try this 3D printed mouse or mice in general from this site. Because basically what is not it is, or which fulfillment it will not do, for example, is the stiffness in general. I told you the bottom plate, for example, has no big flex, but for example, if you just do this, you see there's a lot of flex when you press it from top here in the mid. But one reason of this is because to keep it as light as possible, there's nothing inside, no build up inside, no extra plastic builds, no bridges, no holder, no spacer, there's nothing inside. It's basically empty inside. There's only the PCB and everything else, nothing else. So it's very good work on 3D printing. It looks like a 3D printed honeycomb dome when you watch from here. And it's just very good manufactured, very small screws. And it's still from side, the side flex is minimal. There's nearly nothing, no side flex. It's only flex from the top. It's very, very good, to be honest. And just by give you an idea of how high the standard is this guy has reached by his own 3D printed gaming mice, it's very high, guys. It's absolutely playable on a daily basis with an very, very widespread wireless technology from Logitech based on the Hero G15 sensor. Energy savings are good. You use Logitech software on your PC, the G Hub, the normal one, the small one if you want. And also you just use the Logitech dongle for it. There's nothing, there's no real magic, no high expenses, no big software you need to install. And there's also possibility to just, for example, switch the standard glide he is offering you or installing for you away to just put your own glides on it. For example, I like glides who look like this, or other glides I like, whoops, are shaped like this, for example. For me, a glide formed in between something like this, of this two I showed you here on this one, would be way better, to be honest. I played this a little bit Kovacs. It's totally playable, totally enjoyable. There's nothing bad or wrong on it. But this mouse, what I have with those little Hero battery here, is called Starlight S in the shop. It's 215 euro. It weighs 44 gram. You get grip tape and feed with it. The grip tape, by the way, is very, very grippy. It's very awesome grip tape, to be honest. I need to ask him which kind of grip tape it is. It's very nice. I love it. It's pretty nice, but what it is not, it's not a real Starlight clone, guys. If you can see, just by the form and how it is, the 3D printed model is produced, this one will feel flatter, because it is flatter a little bit, and it feels more white in touching. So in general, for me, just by the feeling I knew already from the Starlight and from the Ultralight 2, the overall feeling was not comparable to a Starlight, but it was pretty close to be a Starlight or Ultralight wireless, guys. So if you still missed a drop or missed the next drop, for example, for the Phantom on the Finalmouse drops, it's totally okay to buy this one if you're really interested. And maybe at some point this guy here, PMM, will get new PCBs or different PCBs from other producers, maybe from G-Wolves or from he gets a new PCB like from the Razer Ochochi, or he gets PCB from the Superlight from G Pro. We don't know. Maybe he gets another opportunity where he can improve his PCB, the sensor, the weight in total, because this PCB is very heavy. Then this guy even can go to a next level, maybe a little bit more plastic and 3D printing to make it even stiffer, or just hold the stiffness of the shell and overall, and make it even lighter. I think there are a lot of ways he can just make it his, or just make his mice who are influenced by famous shapes even different, or more different from the originals, to make them more enjoyable or more interesting for you to buy. And there's also one thing I think he will do in future. I think he always will change his shapes a little bit after he gets more input from people who buy the 3D printed mice from him, and who will tell him, yeah, but maybe this is not really like the real model, you know? Because you never knew, or you can't know all aspects or all models totally in detail. And even if you 3D scan them, there always can be some problems, like the height, for example. If it's a little bit flatter, to be honest, would be more enjoyable for me. But if you're interested in a mouse like this from PMM, use code WHALE to get, I think, €30 discount, and enjoy them. They're totally be enjoyable, guys. Absolutely playable. If you love EC2 shape, for example, this guy has an awesome EC2 shape solution. It's around 50 gram. Yeah, try it out. Collect your own experience. Fall in love or not. And one of the most important things, guys, have fun. Thanks for watching so far. See you on the next video. Bye, guys.